Hi there. That's Faint from Linkin Park. All-time classic. At least for me, it never gets old. Like I know there's a lot of people that say that since the old days with, like in the end and with Naruto fights in the background, stuff like that they grow up out of that. I didn't. And I definitely don't care. Okay, OBS is not receiving Dolphin as usual. It loves to ignore it. How about now?
Into that darkness
There you go.
long I stood there,
That's good. This should be Japanese. Okay.
doubting.
Okay, we're gonna go for some stuff on Alex's end. It's time to time some stuff. Although I already timed some of it, but I'm gonna retime some of it because just to be sure, and in case I'm missing something, I'd rather do it on stream. Okay. Also volume. Okay, volume's there. Hello, Namafair. How you doing? I'm glad you're getting some progress with the rando. I'm doing pretty alright myself. Just going for a slightly earlier stream than usual. I almost feel like my mic has a little bit of noise, but I'm uncertain. I changed some stuff one of these days, and it's hard to tell because my mic sucks. But I ordered a new one. It's gonna arrive on like a month, I guess. Probably. So don't expect better mic just yet. Not yet. Actually, let me see if the filters are on. Yeah, they are. Okay, good. Okay, to time this, I'm actually gonna get rid of sanity. I don't really want to hear that noise the entire time. So let's do it there. And then I gotta time stuff. Alright. I guess this is Lota time. Because I'm seeing myself failing the puzzle way too many times. That's going to happen. Yeah. I gotta time some stuff. That's what I'm doing. For a new strat. But actually that's slow Ted. Because it's gonna be better that way. Just practice? No, I'm like measuring differences for different strats. Because there's tons of new technology these days. And I gotta be sure about all of those. So I'm actually gonna load at this. It's just easier.
Deep.
Wait, am I even recording? I'm not. I don't think I am. You think you can soup 1 hour, you mean? On this game? Is that the question? I don't know. Not on any percent. I don't think so. Like any percent has no cutscene storage. The main category basically. That one can go under an hour and a half right now. I don't know if I can do that, but that's possible. And the other category, cutscene storage, that can go below 54 minutes. Below that. So technically you can sub hour with cutscene storage, which is a very broken glitch for the game. But it's pretty hard. Because to get that, if you want to get the sub hour, you kind of have to get 12, around 12 frame perfect tricks. Hopefully, like you can fail a couple, but just a couple. I'm not sure I have Trapper here. Yeah, that's good. Like my PV for that category is 1 hour 9, which is pretty decent, but it can be a lot better. Okay, I want the precise one. No, I gotta go farther then. Like that. I'm gonna take that one. Whatever. But yeah, if someone is crazy enough to grind cutscene storage, any percent cutscene storage, you can get an hour, sub hour right now. Although you can do it with current strats. I might take a look at refining some of the cutscene storage category strats. At some point, but right now I'm working on main 80%. Okay, never fear. See ya. I don't like that movement. It's better. Yo, Bulldullis. Is earlier steering better for you? For your time? How are you doing, by the way? Okay, I guess that's kind of it. But there's like a slight difference. Like the warp, the basement warp has more stamina. That's like the main difference. I'm in the UK. We normally swim asleep. It's like 4 in the morning. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. And I just felt like streaming earlier. Because otherwise, if I waited too much, I would be tired. Likely. Okay, so the stamina... Well, it depends on what we do here. I believe the trapper thing was kind of slow. So the extra stamina, I guess it would save time on some sneak. Which is very small, by the way. It's like that amount of sneak, I think. Maybe a little bit more. It shouldn't be that much of a difference. Oh shit. Let's do the power again. Okay. Let's just leave it there. Okay, Alex. Basement. Hold. Okay, now let's do the other one.
Deep into that darkness peering. Long I stood there.
I want to take a look at the other one first. Do I have something here? Nope. Gotta go back to the safe state. Well, actually, I can just use the save. Alright, so for the other one, I was trying to get this thing on like... Hang on a second. So there's that, and then from here... So I was trying to get this from here. But sometimes it's a little bit tight. Like, that one was pretty alright. It was pretty good. 1 second. Just sneezing a little bit. Like, if I can get that, that's kind of amazing. But that doesn't work for me all the time, depending on where the light is. Because that's the fastest one. And by the way, this is what gives me the fucked up reveal. Oh, hello. Yeah, of course. I need to. Right now I'm getting some extra time compared to before. Oh, no. No boys, I guess. And then here, reveal is fucked up. Which kind of sucks if it's really a thing. If there's no way around it. Like, having invisible trappers isn't that big of a deal in my opinion. Because their positions are relatively consistent. And if you're doing target run, it's not that rough. The real problem is the cutscene of the trappers that we don't avoid. That is kind of a long cutscene. It's a bunch of seconds. And that's the main problem for me. I mean, the trappers suck too, but the cutscene sucks more, I think. So, I don't know if there's any solutions to that. I was thinking something like, I mean, first of all, Sir said he wasn't getting those. I wonder why, because I'm getting those on any method. Because the other method I was using was like going down and then summon the trapper. It's just way safer. So that's the other method. Because sometimes when I do this one, and if I go too slow, like here I'm kind of out of position, which is good to demonstrate the slow one. I think you see the trapper. Yeah, you see the trapper there. And then when you cancel the trapper, you advance. Nope. Wait, why not? It was too late, maybe? Or maybe I move. Don't crash, Dolphin. Thanks. Like that. And this one also gives me fucked up reveal. Yo, Pound, how you doing? What was the Hearthstone? I saw you were playing some how do you pronounce it? Hearthstone, I guess. I would say heart instead of heart. Common mistake of me. Alright, so one of my ideas for this thing was doing preventively a reveal. It kept crashing, so I didn't end up playing. Oh, okay, that sucks. So maybe if I do this, because we already have a reveal, there's maybe it cannot be fucked up. Oh, by the way, Pound, now that you're here, maybe you can corroborate if this fucked up reveal it's happening only to me. Only if you want, of course. Because I'm really curious, because Sir said it was not happening to him. So I'm a little bit suspicious about it. Yeah, reveal's gone. After that. That sucks. It's like completely gone. Just doesn't work. Okay, so here's the thing. So there is this strat right here to teleport to the basement. So basically what you do, the first reveal I cast was in Enga. That was what I did the other time. I don't think I cast any other one. Because what I did on the first one, actually, was I went into Enga. I did like a bunch of warps, and then when I arrived number 2, I got the fucked up reveal. Anyways, but I guess let's try that. So, okay, so for you, Pound, what we do is we summon a trapper here, and then solve the puzzle. Hopefully, faster than that. And that teleports you to the basement. If you don't get it immediately and you get this, just match star to get rid of the trapper. And then you teleport here. And then what I'm getting is that every reveal that I do after this, it's like a partial reveal, like this. You know, there's no filter in the screen. And it reveals the bridge on Enga, for example. Like the part that you have to reveal. But it doesn't reveal the trappers that are invisible. And that means we have to watch a cutscene that is pretty long. Let me try doing my first reveal on Enga instead. And yeah, the only reason I care about this at all is because I already timed this. I have an estimate. I want to time it again, but I already know that this saves time. That's why I'm interested. Otherwise, I would just discard it and don't care about the reveal at all. Do you know of anything that cancels it? What do you mean? I'll try it out, thank you. Like, the only thing I can think of is, no, I can't think of anything. Like, when you have a reveal here already, the trapper gets rid of it. Or rather, this cutscene. I don't know if it is the cutscene, the entire cutscene, let's say. No, I'm not gonna see color red here. Let's see if it is the cutscene. But I don't think so. I did a fail spell into the Enga cutscene. With a bunch of cinematics as well as summon before casting reveal. Okay, so you don't have reveal on this room because you're watching the cutscene. I'm guessing when I go back to Alex, I'm gonna have the reveal. So I guess this is what's canceling. So the reveal is back here, but you don't have it on the other room. So I guess that's messing up stuff. Let's see. Maybe one of your cinematics repair it. Okay, so just to be sure. Yeah, it's fucked up. Alright, let's go to Enga. And also, like, even before that, or let's go to Enga first, whatever. Okay, so, Enga. And that's fucked up. Now, here and there. still fucked up. Yeah, sadly not a pre-rendered. That would be super good if it was a pre-rendered. This is way faster. There you go. Alright, so that means we need to time watching a cinematic against watching the Trapper cutscene. Or find another way, but I don't think there's gonna be another way apart from a cinematic. Okay, so I can load at this already, and then we can go to number 6 and time the Trappers. Just do summon skip early. But it works with any. Or are you like... What's the difference between what I'm doing and what you're doing?
Deep into that.
Like, I still don't know what I'm missing. Meant to fix the reveal. Oh, summon barrier. There you go. Okay. I was thinking about this summon like here. Okay. I get mess up reveal too? Nice. Okay, so yeah, I totally forgot about that. This mess up. Okay, good. So it's confirmed. Okay, so that means we have a restriction of number 3 before number 6. Which is fine, considering... Like, number 6 is kind of tied to number 7. Oh, but we don't need attack anymore. Well, it's just a restriction, which is fine. We already have others. Alright. So then, there's no time loss. That's good. Alright then. Let's load that.
Deep into that darkness.
Let's have a board. Warp.
Long I stood there.
I'm not recording.
Deep into that darkness peering.
No. That's immediately wrong. Because I gotta go this way. We can actually do a spell here, but I don't know if there's any use of doing a spell there. Because we still can just do a moving shield later. Do it again. And you can do an enchant to move in the cutscene, But the main problem is after that, there is like we have EEPROM storage of the window, and it's very annoying. It doesn't let you grab the thing unless you get to a specific place, probably near the other EEPROM. So I think at the end it's probably just lower. No wait, actually you want a bunch of 6-stick here. Because also free enchants are kind of slow because you have to always do another spell. I should I read this thing immediately? Like here? Like this road probably saves one boss, but I'm not gonna care too much about that. It's gonna be a second at most, but whatever. I can always time until that. Let's do it again, whatever. No, I don't think so. I don't think we know pretty much anything about this game. Like, we know how things work, but definitely not why. Or there's some things we know why, kinda. Oh yeah, I guess that's kind of a good explanation. Going too far. Is that enough? Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's like the main principle Sur has been using for all these cutscene advances or skip stuff. Like camera changes or triggers, activate triggers and stuff that advance the cutscene. Okay, Alex, basement, new. Let's time. Yeah, something very cool about this one too is that it's fairly easy and it doesn't cause soft locks or crashes as far as I know. Like too early, you summon the trapper and you don't get the skip and you get a trapper right there. It's not that much. It's not that terrible, let's say. It might be a lot of time, but it's not that terrible. And too late, You can just skip the... Like, release the trapper and be alright. And also there's like a way easier setup for RTA if you don't trust your puzzle. Like you can basically modify the... you can like adjust the mirror down first, then summon the trapper, and then you just move the mirror a little bit to the side. And that is way better than, let's say, get the summon animation of the trapper. Because the summon animation, I think, is like 4 seconds or so. Or 3, I don't remember. But it's way much time. Like, at least that part I time it. It's just a more safer strat that pretty much doesn't lose time, really. Because it's like just one B prone extra that you're doing. Old, new.
Deep into that darkness peering.
Ouch. So we already know it's one of the more how to say it, more easy applications, I guess. Now we gotta see how much it saves. Hopefully it's a lot. It should save one pause, I think. Or one scroll, maybe. It's a little bit more than that. It should be like 40. Because I time until after the fade out. That's already a lot. That's... if it is 40... it's 19.5, almost 20 seconds. So my idea would be on this pause, right here, do a check in the parcel. Although it should be around the same, actually. Was that like 40? I missed it. Gotta wait to the bot. No, the bot hasn't done until yet. It's not there yet. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. No. Stop buffering. You don't want to time it again. Ah, suck it. One more time. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can use this same pose to assign to. Because that would be to get rid of, like, reveal. And what else? Kinda trapper, maybe. Okay, I would say it's about 19 seconds. Time save. That's pretty good. Actually, 19 to 20. Just because we are full stamina here. And I believe full stamina here, it's enough to reach the end. Okay, give me access. I mean, thanks. Okay, it's not exactly enough, but we still say sneak, because on the other one, when you are here on the other road, you are 8,000 stamina. So it's like a big chunk of stamina that you lose. It's like until running until here, you know? It's a big portion. So that might be like another second of sneaking. And I say sneaking because now we do moving spells, so I don't think there's really a point doing a pull or even a recovery here because sneaking is just to get to Enga. Because then on Enga you recover all your stamina on the cutscene. Alright then. You just have to remember number 3 before number 6. Summon barrier skip first. And that should be it. And actually, you can still do number 2 before number 3. Although we usually link number 2 and number 6 to use just one reveal, but yeah, so that kind of restricts number 2. But you can technically do number 2 before number 3 because the reveal actually reveals the bridge, just doesn't reveal the trappers. He's so weird. Place warp. $19.20. All right, next. What? Okay. What about the stair skip thing? I mean, Sir said it was kind of slow. Do you have a picture? Because if I mess with it, I'm gonna be missing so much time looking for a good summon. Do you have a picture of where to get the good summon? Because I can time it. It's just that I'm kind of lazy of searching the place. You're sure it wouldn't save time? Okay. I'm good with that. I'll take your word. Actually, I should do the shield immediately there. Like, shield here. And then I need like a tiny snake there. Just that, probably. And then you reach it. Yeah. Is there anything interesting here? Like, I guess we can bypass the trigger, but that's about it. There's nothing really interesting after the trigger. It's just the abyss. And I guess anything else, it's probably gonna be either a soft log or something useless. Unless I can move on this cutscene, but I don't think so, because this cutscene kind of resets a lot of stuff. It's like almost going into another chapter even. You can get control, use fail summon. Really? Oh, that's pretty good. How do you do that though? We do the stat reset? Probably. How about enchant? But when are you getting the full summon? Because this cutscene resets stats. Into the damage field. At the bottom of the stairs. Interesting. Oh yeah, damage fields also affect summons. On the left. And then I guess it has to finish very close to when you get inside the cutscene, so you get the message. Wouldn't be the same with enchant then, or not? Or I guess enchant just doesn't persist. Yeah, I guess it doesn't persist. Or it's easy to get the timing because fade out is like a second. Okay. Just want to know if enchant works like with the other strat. Probably already tested this though. Come on. Why do I have enough magic? Just delays the cutscene. Unless it's like the max one, and I have like 1 frame to get a no magic message. Okay, before we do anything, just to like have an idea. Okay, like 11. There's no window after closing the enchant text lagging max. Oh, okay, that sucks. And do you think the trapper thingy would be less than 11 seconds? I mean, usually damage fields take a bunch to just activate. Left. Should be like here. And then there's the whole trapper. Well, not the whole trapper, just the initial. It could be. Interesting. And I guess I can free cast this, so I can cast Trapper immediately, maybe? Not entirely sure. If that's even worth it. Nice. Oh yeah, the stats. Forgot about the stats. Although that sanity is pretty good. Definitely something. And full magic, so basically I can do like a triple cast if I want. Do the dispel. What else? You have free cast already. If you did shields in that room. But another spell will cancel the shields, right? It's not that easy to chain them. Could be kind of risky. I didn't know that Alex coughs when she's bad. Suffering so much. You've been through so much, Alex, in this speedrun. Must be pretty tough. That can almost be an emote. Unless you're talking like double cast, like a shield into something else, either the barrier or, I mean, damage field or the trapper. Oh, magic is tight. Will be easy to chain them since you don't need to move during the damage field. So you mean like double cast, like here? Not chain the end of it. Not enough magic though. Because it's like shields is 60, damage field is 30, so that's 90, and then we need another 50 for the trapper. Like, we basically need the running recovery between the shield and the rest. So trapper on damage is 80. We need at least 80 magic. But start the shields early in the room. But that's very risky, because then when you do the... If you cast another spell with free cast, that is very likely to cancel the first one. You know? I know there's a method to don't cancel it, but I think it's like starting the second spell very, very close to the end of the other. If I remember correctly. Or is it just when you move? I don't think so. That'll be awesome. But I don't remember. Oh, it's just when you move? Oh, I'm a dummy. I always thought it was the actual spell what it did to cancel. It's just the running. Okay. Yeah, then it should be easy. So, how much magic do I need to recover? Because we're gonna recover all the magic, so 90. I need 80 at least. So 125. Shield 60, I believe. 7 shield. Useful. It should be 60. Yeah, 60. 70 on Mantarok. So 60. So I'm gonna have 65. So I need 15 magic at least. I recover 2 every 40 frames. So enough to get 16. That'll be 8 times 40. 160 frames. So that's around close to 3 seconds. So I could do it around here. Somewhere in the bridge. Is that enough? No. It's close, but not quite. I need a little bit more. And there's still a lot of... There's still some time there. So, how about... here? Not yet. For the bridge. Okay, before the bridge. Do I still have this? Yeah, it seems that I still have it. And then here, can I cast stuff? Because that's like the most important part. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, I can move after the other finishes. I'm gonna need a cue for that though. I cannot use the sound if I pause. I don't know if the shields take too much to reach Alex. Or I can just kind of get a time cue. Oh, nice. Although I'm gonna need to assign this one, right? Damage field. I mean, I guess I don't need to, but I could. And then full magic here. There is the possibility of a full recovery. I guess it kind of depends on whether you want to use Regos for Divine or not. Explosion won't happen because we have this. The only bad part of this is that we cannot get bleeding walls. I mean, everything depends on whether you want to do Divine Skip or not. Because it is a little bit scary. With bleeding walls, I've got crashes a couple times. There's too many particles. And without it, you still need to hit like a between 0.5 and 1 second window without a lot of visual cues, which is like around the range where you, if you're lucky, you're gonna hit 150. And I think there's even some scenarios where I got 150 and one of the bears remain. The only good part about that, why it wasn't completely terrible, is the other bears were gone, so I was able to kill the horrors with shotgun. Although wasting shotgun is not the best to spies, but it's just kind of scary to do that thing because it's kind of uncertain whether you're gonna get it or not. With just one pose? How would that work? No. Definitely don't want to do a reveal. 2 reveals scratch the game. I need something cheap. You can temporarily disable all the main room barriers. Plus damage feel. Interesting. What is the cheapest 7 spell that is not enchant? It's reveal. Jeez. I guess this spell. Yeah, this spell. Okay, but I need another pause for the next one. No, wait, I don't have pause here. Why not? What? Oh, because of the effect of this spell, likely. Let's do recoveries then. Whatever. I just want to get a feeling of this. To actually see it. Probably don't need to make 7 recovery to unload the barrier. Fierce Bind can almost unload the barrier by itself. I'm not totally sure about it. I mean, it's true, but the window it's really narrow with bind, and also it takes more time because the thing is, I mean, what else do you want to do apart from the bind? You need to add something else. Pull or recovery. They both have about the same. They have the same amount of maximum particles. I don't remember which one lasted more. Probably recovery. Although a pull is useful. Okay, but I think that one will only work with bleeding walls. I think. Not entirely sure, but I think. To get it RTA, remember, I'm always talking about RTA, which means having a decent window of 150. Not so sure about that. Because bleeding walls on the spire is less particles. Shield is... So shield is 8th. Every recovery is maximum 42. So you get like 32 times 3 plus 8th. 15. I need 32 particles. I believe bleeding walls on the spire is like 17. Oh, wait a minute, no. No, I need... How much do I need? Oh no, I need 16, rather. With a shield. But I need to have complete shield. Well, with free gas, that shouldn't be a problem. Have you tested that though? We will need to finish at some point. Well, the teleporter also gives like a couple of articles. How many shotgun and how long they last? I actually don't know because it's hard with the barrier. I would need to test it on another barrier because on the bind barrier there's the horrors, and the horrors oscillate so fucking much. That's one of the biggest problem actually, because if they oscillate too much to hide with bleeding walls, shotgun is usually a crutch, and without bleeding walls, um, well, if they oscillate too much, sometimes you just don't get it. Yo, Shadowcat, how are you doing? Also, which room do I have without other particles? Like, I kind of need something like that if I want to measure shotgun in a barrier. Let me go to, I guess, well, any number should work, right? Portals with no barrier. Well, I need a wall. You're super happy. I'm super happy. I'm super sad. Wait, what? I mean, sometimes it happens. I've been kind of like that these days because, like last week's, because I got my PV, I finished TIS, Sir discovered a lot of stuff, so there was like a lot of good shit happening, but there also was some very very crazy family issues going on. So it was like kind of a roller coaster of emotions. It's normally with no barrier. Yeah, to do it on the spire, I guess. Let me get a wall. I still need a wall. Or I can just do a spire, rather. Yeah, quarantine makes everything weird. Okay, so those 8 should be my shields. Seven, they last a couple frames. Like, they definitely don't last enough for the teleporter, I think. Unless you get it, like, right enough. 12? Wait. Yeah, although I'm not a big fan of wasting shotgun shots because bias. I mean, fair enough. If you have like US does 12, okay. Well, Japanese loves to reduce the amount of particles. We already saw that. on the grenades. Yeah, like if we're going seven enchantment, which is not that bad now because of free cast on the shotgun, then you only need like 4 shots for Pious. Hit a wall to get 12, maybe that. What we're trying to do here, we're just messing around because there's some parts that are kind of connected. Yeah, there's something called a particle overload. So there's the particles here that you can see on the right. Yeah, there you go. That's the 12 on a wall, point blank. But those won't last because we need to get to this thing. So basically, there's a limit of particles, more or less. I don't know what's the limit. I know if you reach the real limit, it probably crashes. But 150 is kind of a soft limit if you want. Like, if you get more particles than that, it won't go up the variable at least. But when you get 150 or more, if you watch a pre-rendered cutscene, it will unload a barrier. Or I believe if you enter a room with that amount, will also unload the barrier, I guess. That was another idea for Michael, but Michael just doesn't have enough magic to do stuff like that, sadly. Is this number 9? I think I am on number 9, right? And yeah, why we jump into this immediately is because the easiest way to make particles, at least now with free gas, is to make 7 recoveries, because that gives 42 particles. It's a lot compared to other stuff. And the question is whether, because we don't make 7 recoveries in the first place, you know, on the normal road. But if there are reliable things to do with this, we might get a 7 recovery. And a 7 recovery is also useful if we do the Trapper fail at the beginning of Venga. Just recover all your health. Because at the beginning of Venga, if we do that with the stat reset, you can do like a double cast Dispel into a recovery, I guess. But yeah, like making a 7 spell is a bunch of seconds. And assign it. And if you don't assign it, cast it manually, it's a bunch of seconds. It's like 3.5 if you're very fast. But usually it could be like up to 4. RTA at least. Okay, so this gives 5 to 7. I don't really have bleeding walls right now. I guess I need to get bleeding walls. Is that because of my sanity? Or did I lose them already? I think I lost them. Probably on Alex 12. Really? Does the same one work? you saw that? It's like we almost appear there because it's just the animation of it, of course. But we are actually here. It will be amazing if it's not. If we actually summon here. I review a little bit of that strat on the other Spire on number 7. I don't know for you, but at least for me, when I tried, it was a 8 frame window. The visual cue is pretty good, for sure. But 8 frame window, I guess depending on your angle, it can go minus +1 maybe. Character precision doesn't change. Okay. The only problem, but maybe it's a Japanese, there's 2 frames after the 8 frame window where it crashes. I don't know if you got any crashes with it, because I got that. So it's like a 10 frame window. Before that window, it fails. After that window, it fails. And 8 frames, it works. And the last 2 frames of that 10 frame, it crashes. Like, that one's too slow. That's the too slow one. Although with this, just doing that enchanting, we are already saving time from the other thing road. I don't know how to check the particles, but I wonder how many particles the weird entity you can spawn is. My guess is 0. Sadly, either 0 or 1. It's probably 1 while it's enchanted, because enchanted weapons is 1 particle. That also helps here. Yeah, because the thing about particles, for example, actors aren't particles, for instance. Like Alex or the horrors are not particles. At least for this variable, let's call it. Things that are particles are like these little things that are moving right there. And the torches, all the attacks of the horror are particles. Stuff like that. The shields. The rune that floats in your head when you have a pool, it's like 1 particle. Okay, I gotta do a BRB. And we'll be back. Okay. I was confusing particle with pixels. Yeah, no, that would be a big difference. Yeah. Alright, be right back.